Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Making Money Work for Regular People. I am your gracious host, Glenn, and I wanted to go ahead and take another shot at recording for this evening. As I've just uploaded my most, what should I say, this morning? This is 3 o'clock in the morning. I just uploaded the video to appear in a couple hours, and this one might appear in the morning sometime. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. Really inspired by the discussion that Erica Williams had with Kamari Ellis. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. If not, I do apologize. My sincerest apologies to you. I'll definitely pronounce it right the next time if that's the case. Um, yeah, I'm looking rough. I just got up, maybe about half an hour ago. Just with us, just with some with the slight rush of inspiration that came through. After I took my would turn into a nap. I was supposed to be asleep for the night. And so I just kind of wanted, because I was thinking about this point, I just wanted to kind of touch upon it while it was still on my mind. Um, as a friendly reminder, this is a very low tech, low fidelity show, meaning that, I don't have, fancy editing or whatever. What you see is what you get. So I'm just going to try to talk it, but not over talk it off the top of my dome. And so I just wanted to get into my thoughts on investing. And I made a cheesy wisecrack in the last video. And so I'm gonna just do it again. So what should your investing strategy have in common with pretty much every HR department? Key operating word should. What should they have in common? Well, the goal should be diversity. That's what your goal should be, and that's what their goal should be. Diversity. And so I didn't get into the diversity part because I just got caught in my numbers and just pulling out calculators and what's the 1% and all that stuff. But anyway, um, I'm just gonna go ahead and dive into it. Like the swim team. So the reason why I say diversity should be your goal, your overall goal, meaning over the course of time, is because it's dangerous to have a portfolio just constructed of one way to generate or invest money. Okay, that's really really dangerous. So, like for instance, having one job and that's your only source of income, that's very dangerous. As you can see, I'm at risk of getting fired at times and turning off that income. Okay, even though I have more than one source of income, those sources of income are in their infancy, so they haven't really gotten a chance to really establish themselves yet. And so I still need a steady, consistent job that's not going to fire me within 5 to 6 months. Because That's what happened last month. But I digress. I'm not gonna cry over spoiled milk. But like your end goal should be to have a diverse, a diverse portfolio and a diverse, um, ways of making money. That's what your end goal should be. Um, it's not going to always be that in the beginning. In the beginning, though, and I think that's what I was trying to remember to explain. For me, most pretty much all my net worth is in real estate. Just about. I have some stock, but not enough of a portfolio to even be considered 5% of what my real estate is. And I only have two properties. Okay, and Erica Williams made the point that that you're pretty much in the 1% if you buy three houses. And I'm gonna, just based on the concept alone, I'm gonna kind of agree with that. I just wish I had came up with it myself, and came up with it first. But that's all right, you know what I'm saying? That just means that, we have other talented content creators in the space. So I'm okay with that, you know what I'm saying? Um, I'm also okay with with being inspired by other people than myself, because as you can see, that just sounds so arrogant. And so I don't want to be arrogant, you know. Um, so yeah, and then also, just in the black space, even though I don't consider myself or my channel the black space, but but let's face it, there is that kind of like understated or unstated space. It's very refreshing to see, black folk, try to um, cover. I'm gonna kind of say, I'm gonna label it as, financial empowerment, in a intelligent manner without coming up with, without contributing to the get the bag culture, and the always hustling culture. Um, you know, I don't think investing would necessarily fall under that. I guess you could say technically it falls under getting the bag, but like the way some content creators, not gonna say no names, you know, they make it they make it feel disgusting in a way, and in a way like you're hustling someone. And that's not the case with investments, but I definitely don't want to feel like I also have to hustle outside of working, a regular job either. Um, because it's already kind of slimy and disgusting, um, to be subjected to a bad job, right? Um, to be subjected to a job that you don't like working, you know. Even though a lot of that is also a conscious decision as to, on a personal level, as to whether or not you want to do something about that. Okay. With that being said, let's get back to diversity. So, with me, all my net worth is in real estate, and that's bad too. You know, it's like at the same time, I can't fault myself for having so much of my net worth in real estate because I really just got started buying these houses a couple about 3 or 4 years ago, and so it's understandable if that sounds like your case as well. Um, but at the same time, you want to start investing in other things in addition to the real estate. I'm not suggesting to not invest in real estate or to stop investing in real estate at all. Real estate can be very lucrative, and it can make your net worth, look very good. You know what I'm saying? Provided that you're taking care of your properties and that you're a good landlord to your tenants and so on and so forth, and make sure they keep writing you them checks. Okay, because that's the only way that business thrives, is that they keep continuing to write them rent checks. Um, let's see. I don't know why my other eye was half closed there, but we'll roll with it because that's just what we do. We don't edit. We don't do none of that. So you may want to start um, considering other investment vehicles, um, such as stock. Although just just due to the current economic climate that we're in, I have to remind you guys that we're under some might say this is 3% inflation, but when I go to the store, everything's ranging from 10 to 25% more expensive than last year around this time. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, in my mind, I'm gonna go with that. So the stock market is also affected by levels of inflation as well. As it gives investors less confidence to invest in more, and encourages them to sell off. With that being said, though, there's something else that you have to pay attention to. So even though stock has been selling off at a high clip, recently, I'm gonna say within the last month and a half or so, um, you have to consider what's been being bought, and as a hedge against inflation, and even that investment has been in the red a lot lately. However, this form of investment, also has, room for, 10x growth, 100x growth, and 1,000x growth at times. And I'm talking about cryptocurrency. And so A lot of investors are buying cryptocurrency as a hedge against inflation and a hedge against the stock market taking a tumble. However, I do have to say that cryptocurrency can be risky, just like you can, just like your investment can go up 100 times, it can also go down too, and it goes down faster than stocks because it's a very volatile industry. That's why I typically, I'm only saying this as a rule of thumb because it's not investment advice. This is just, Glenn rambling on YouTube. But I would encourage an investment of no more than 5% of your yearly salary in any given year. Okay, so and you can do this consecutive years. So if 5% of your salary was I'm gonna just say $2,500, and you make the same amount of money next year, then sure, it's okay to contribute an additional 2,500 next year as well. So now, in the combined years, you have a $5,000 investment in total. That's fine. You just don't want to go overboard with this because I know of a lot of people who have way more than 5%. They have a significant amount of their earnings tied up into crypto, and some have gotten lucky, and some have burned out. You know, so you don't want to be uneven either way. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you can't put gas in the tank next week because you lost all your money on crypto. But combined with stock investing, which I would still put. Well, this year I probably would go with just 5% in stocks too. Okay, so 5% of my my salary, 5% of your salary. This is a rule of thumb. Again, I'm not giving advice. It's just a rule of thumb. Excuse me. Just me talking um at 3:17 in the morning. Okay. And again, I would treat it the same way as cryptocurrency. 5%, because stocks, even though traditionally you're buying ownership into a company, and that's what I would justify um, the risk. Um, as of this year, as of this, times that we're living in, I would I would invest no more than 5% of my yearly salary in any and every given year. Um, but now the reason why I'm liking cryptocurrency more and more is because cryptocurrency, and this is something that you're going to have to, study on your own because, again, this is not investment advice. So please, take the time um, to to learn about things like DeFi, um, where you can borrow money, where you can stake, where you can earn additional income on staked cryptocurrency, and staking nodes and things of that nature. Like there's a lot that goes into um, the cryptocurrency industry, especially here lately. And so you may want to consider, but even with the stake, that has to be part of that 5% that you're investing for the year, because all of this stuff can become volatile. It's just the nature of cryptocurrency. Um, you can actually stake cryptocurrency and make a more. I'm not saying this is passive income, but more of a passive income. I'll put it that way. And so right now, I've only named three ways of making money. And so now, I would also encourage, my audience or my soon to be audience. Um, I would encourage them to also um, start a business someday. Doesn't have to be today. It could be, a few years from now. I mean, because you guys are still young. Um, but that could be another way of earning income. Writing a book, that could be another way of earning an income. Um, even starting a Etsy or eBay store, that could be another way of generating income as well. But my point being is, as you start getting more sophisticated in your and diversing your investing, you want to create, different ways of earning income. Um, I've heard this statistic being thrown around YouTube and other outlets, that the wealthy have on average 9 ways of generating income. I don't know if that's the case. Um, for sure. I don't know if that's the case. But again, it's not financial advice. But I know myself personally, I'm going to aim for at least um, at least 5 streams of income, or 5 investments. Just going all at the same time. Also, what I like about cryptocurrency is that you can mine it. You don't have to buy it. You can mine it if you have the right equipment. I love that about cryptocurrency. The only difficult aspect to it is just getting the mining equipment, because it's so popular and in such high demand worldwide. But right now I'm just going to conclude here for now. And if I need to record some more stuff and add to this and update, this show, I will gladly do so at a later date. But yeah, I think this would be sufficient for now. Also, in that in the Erica Williams show, um, there was mention of the stock market. There's mention of buying your own home, which is the foundation of your wealth. And then Bob Johnson, um, building that ridiculous mansion. Um, yeah, I think I kind of just digressed there. But at the same time, buying a house is great. Everybody should buy one. But now everybody should also have life insurance on themselves as well. Yeah, buy a life insurance policy on yourself. And if I had a wife and children, my policy would probably be about $2 million at the minimum. And I think that's something that all adults should be thinking about as well. And that's something that I'm going to be in the process of doing right now. I'm just trying to figure out um, what kind of what kind of life insurance policy I'm gonna get for myself. Right now, I got a term policy, but I also want a whole life policy. That I can use to leverage and stuff like that. So, I forgot to mention, definitely have a life insurance policy so that, and you also need a trust. Again, not advice, just stuff I be hearing when I watch stuff and read stuff. Um, but I definitely encourage just being just looking out for your family in the best way you can, because we do not have any kind of blueprint or design on our lives on earth other than how we choose to live. Yep. So, well, this is going to be the conclusion. Again, shouts out to Erica. Uh, it shouts out to the gentleman that she was having a discussion with. I'm going to leave all those details in the description. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this show, please like and subscribe to the video. Peace.